I'm going to explain and walk you through my simple content audit flowchart that I just put together out of necessity. I've got this old personal blog that's been around for about 5 years, and I've written some of the posts on there, but it has also been used as a content dump for writers that were either doing assessment projects or wanted to earn some extra money. So there has been all kinds of content published on this thing of all varying quality. And, when I went into it to start auditing it and start trying to, make a concerted effort into improving the site because I want to publish a lot of new good content on there, I was just kind of overwhelmed because there are literally hundreds and hundreds of posts on it. That's why I figured I needed to make a flowchart for it and kind of simplify my process. And once I did that, I'm like, hey, I might as well share that with the world. So let me show you the flowchart right here and talk about it. All right. The goals are to identify content that could benefit from an update and to get rid of shitty, no-value content. So those are the two goals. Identify content that could benefit from an update, get rid of shitty, no-value content. And I'm going to walk you through that and show you some examples as I go through it. But first, let's just go to my site here. We've got 345 published posts. There were a lot more. You can see the trash has 65 of them in it. So I was kind of going through and just kind of scatterbraiding around, clicking on things, deleting posts, as I felt necessary, maybe updating some. But I'm like, look, I got to be systematic. So that's why I started thinking about what my process needed to be for identifying these posts that could benefit from being updated and getting rid of everything else. And the quickest way I found was simply starting from the back and working through the framework. So what I do is I open up the post and I simply look at it and ask myself, am I proud of it? Yes or no, right? If I am proud of it, I go on to review it for keyword opportunities. If it has value in terms of keywords that it could rank for, then it goes on and gets tagged for an update. If it does not have any keywords that it could be ranked for, then I do nothing with it. And that assumes I'm proud of it. Now, if I am not proud of that post, well, then I go down, I still review it for keywords. If it has no value, simply we delete it. If it does have value in terms of keywords, then I tag it for an update. Now, the keyword review is obviously the big part of this flowchart. So here's how that works. That's simply a heuristic. When I look at the post, I simply ask myself, is there a clear searchable keyword, right? Like, is there some keyword that this thing is about that somebody might be searching for? If it's yes, / maybe I go on to check it out in Semrush looking at the search volume of the keyword that I've identified or checking the URL. And then I decide if it's worth updating. If it's no, nothing further, well, that would leave me out back here, and then simply it gets deleted. So you're going to need to use Semrush for this, or at least Semrush is my tool. You probably could use Ahrefs, but I really, really love Semrush. That's a tool that I use. I've tried Ahrefs, and I just keep going back to Semrush. So let's look at some examples. Now, I've already gone through these here. So I'm going to go to where I left off, and that is with these uncategorized. So one thing I have to do is if I keep the post, I do have to update the category. So I'm just going to open these up. I'm literally going to open up like 20 of them at a time. So here we go. We look at it. Am I proud of this one? Yes, I am. Now, keyword review, right? Is there a clear searchable keyword? Maybe choosing mutual funds or alpha mutual funds. I'm going to go with how to choose mutual funds. So I'm just going to come here and just put in this little search bar. Choose mutual funds. How to choose mutual funds. The keyword difficulty is relatively high, but there is a little bit of search volume for it. I think this one could benefit from an update because I do like this topic. So let me go back to it here. I'm going to go into edit. Then I need to update the category. This is just something I need to do for everything that's being kept. I'm going to put it into the right category, but then I'm going to add the tag update. Surprised it's not detecting, but I'm just going to put update. Right, so now once I go through my whole post list, I can come back and go to the ones with the update tag, and then I know that that's the ones I need to work on, or those are the ones I've updated or identified for update. Let's keep rolling through it. Oops. Stay on page. All right, it confirmed. All right, why an S&P 500 is a great long-term investment. I'm kind of proud of this one. This is one that I wrote myself. I know that back in 2016. I don't see any value here. Maybe SP 500 long-term. That's going to be a very competitive one. All right, nothing with search volume here, so I'm not too interested in updating this one. I'm simply going to go edit and do my little recategorization. Put it into the right category. Investing. Update. Post updated, you're done. Investors want sleep, not total returns. Well, I'm not proud of this thing. So we pull up the flowchart. Not proud of it. Review for keywords. Is there a clear searchable keyword? I don't see that here, so nothing further is going to lead me, send me down this one to no value. Delete. I'm just going to edit this one. And somewhere around here, I can click on the trash. Trash. Balanced mutual funds consistently deliver. Am I proud of this one? Not really. Balanced mutual funds probably gets some search volume, but that's going to be way too broad to actively target. Best balanced mutual funds. Well, it's really not about that. Not seeing it. Maybe it's indexed for balanced mutual funds. I doubt it. But let's just check on that real quick. I'm going to go with delete this one. I don't really see any room for updating it. I could maybe go best balanced mutual funds, but that's a really competitive one. So I think this one here is just going to go to the trash. No matter how many times I click it, I can never find that freaking move to trash button. All right. If the US is overvalued, where can investors get a bargain? So I am proud of this one. I put a lot of research into this. There's no clear keyword behind it, but there's kind of like a keyword in the background I can think of, and that's stock market valuation. So we go US stock market valuation. Actually, I'm going to leave US out of it. Most people searching from the US are going to be naturally inclined to be looking for US. It's very difficult. It is very high on it, but this is actually a topic that I really like. So if I create a different post on stock market valuation or rephrase this or retitle it, I think that there's some value here. And the fact that I like it is something to keep in mind too. So we're going to go edit post. Oops. We're going to add the tag update. And then I need to recategorize this into investing. There we go. Close out of that one. He bought a single stock in Brazil. This is what happened. Am I proud of this? Yes, I am. This is kind of my opinion on someone who bought a stock. What do I want to do with this one? I know it has no keyword value. Well, no keyword value. We're just going to do nothing with it. I do need to update its category, though. I'll go through one more of these before I wind this down for the example purposes. Maybe there'll be a good example or something we can take away from the next one. What is a robo-advisor? I am not proud of this thing at all, so trash. Still can't find that trash button. There we go. All right, so that is my content audit flowchart and how I'm gonna work through this process, guys. If you found this helpful, give me a like and drop a comment letting me know that you found this helpful and insightful. I always like hearing your feedback.